Esotericism refers to the doctrines of esoteric knowledge, in other words, knowledge that is hidden or obscure. Esoteric knowledge is available only to a narrow circle of enlightened, initiated, or highly educated people. Esoteric knowledge is usually contrasted with exoteric knowledge, which is well known or public knowledge for society at large. Esotericism involves initiation, such as the requirement that one be tested before learning the higher truth. However, such knowledge may be kept secret even because the masses would not have the ability to understand it. Some traditions could be classified as forms of esotericism due to their inner focus as well as their selective and secretive nature. Esoteric is an adjective originated in ancient Greece and comes from the Greek esoterikos, from esotero, the comparative form of eso, which means within. Esoteric refers to anything that is inner. Its opposite is exoteric, from the Greek exoterikos, from exotero, the comparative form of exo, or outside. While many esoteric subjects have a history reaching back thousands of years, not all of them survived to this day. During the Italian Renaissance, for example, philosophers Marsilio Ficino and Pico della Mirandola turned their attention to the classical literature of Neoplatonism and Hermeticism. During the Middle Ages, things as astrology, alchemy, and magic were all part of the curriculum of an educated person. In fact, it was quite normal for a person to have various interests and be learned in many topics and not be skilled in just one thing or monodimensional like today. Esotericism is not a single tradition, but a mix of often unrelated movements. That is why any teaching is to be taken with a grain of salt, in my opinion. In the ancient Greco-Roman world, mystery religions, or simply mysteries, were belief systems in which full admission was restricted to those who had gone through certain secret initiation rites. The term mystery derives from Latin mysterium and from Greek mysterion, in this context meaning secret rite or doctrine. Esoteric is used to designate teachings or doctrines that are purposely kept secret, generally with a view to distinguish between initiates and non-initiates, and refers to the hidden meanings of apparent reality. Gnosis, which means knowledge in Greek, is often used as a synonym for esotericism. Mainly since the beginning of the 90s, the definition Western esotericism came about, referring to the medieval and modern Greco-Latin world in which the religious traditions of Judaism and Christianity have coexisted for centuries together with Islam. I personally discard the term Western or Eastern, since giving esoteric and higher knowledge a geographic location is, in my opinion, ridiculous, given the many clues about a worldwide pool of knowledge from time immemorial, considering also the fact that many scholars use it just to underline political or personal worldviews that have no basis in reality. Some prominent currents of esotericism are and were Hermetism, referring to the Greek Hermetica of late antiquity, in particular to the Corpus Hermeticum attributed to the legendary Hermes Trismegistus; Kabbalah, the philosophy of the Renaissance; alchemy of the 15th to the 20th centuries; astrology; theories of Paracelsus, giving a chemical or alchemical interpretation of nature; Rosicrucianism, Theosophy, Illuminism, Occultism, and so on. These are all official and established definitions, not that you have to believe in them, not take them for granted without doing your own research. Then you also have all the academic research that is mostly a philosophical exercise of the intellect, mostly performed by aristocrats or individuals who belong to agencies or hidden groups and had nothing to do with the real world, whatever real might mean. As I said in my previous video about esoteric pragmatism, all these teachings should help us live a better life and not only bring approach when one feels bored or wants to spend time flexing their brains, especially within the walls of academia. Most real scholars in the past, and a few in the present, were out there in the world and were men and women of many talents and capabilities. Kings and queens died in battle, unlikely to happen today. Now, it's true that philosophy and mystical activities have always been in the hands of the higher classes and elite, since they had time and resources to dedicate themselves to it. Unlike regular people who unfortunately have to go to real jobs and professions. Today, 99% of esoteric material is in the hands of people who never leave their armchairs, so their knowledge of the world is limited as their knowledge of the real mysteries of the world. I personally always promote a practical approach to any occult teachings as a way to look for personal freedom while not harming anyone. So the point is, are modern esoteric teachings just a parroting of old ones? For the most part, I would say close to 100%, yes, they are, and the reason is simple. Most of the self-proclaimed experts in occult knowledge just repeat and promote the same teachings that have been known for thousands of years, without considering if they are still relevant today or not. Can a secret doctrine of 3000 years ago help you in your current life in the year 2023 and years to come? Maybe, maybe not. How do you find out? Did you try it yourself or only rely on other people's words and teachings? I found most people never make an effort to come up with some practical knowledge and solutions to today's challenges or make a theory of their own. In a historical period in time where a lot of change is going on, as always was and probably will be, I believe it is time to promote teachings and solutions that can transform people's minds to be free and prosper in today's world. Teachings that promote health, personal freedom, and wealth, and not some abstract and still not proven theory taken from an obscure, often random text. So the question is esotericism useless, especially the modern form promoted by would-be gurus? Also, if you think about it, and that doesn't get mentioned often, if something was really esoteric and occult, you wouldn't probably find it in books on online stores and all of that. Of course, all knowledge can help you live a better life if you believe it can. The point is the real occult knowledge that is in the hands of few people will remain indeed occult, meaning hidden for the rest of us, whether you are a self-proclaimed guru, professor within academia, or a free thinker, unless you are really part of that inner circle. Only time will tell. So, just let me know what you think in the comments below, subscribe, and see you later.